Hey there team, welcome to a free-for-all here. This little 3-man free-for-all, which I think 3-man free-for-alls can always be a bit, they can always be a bit dicey because it's just difficult to keep everything balanced and keep all the damage balanced. Keep all the damage balanced. Playing as Misty today for it. Usually in free-for-alls I like to play as factions that have the ability to lose people. You know, especially like, I could lose a heap of this goblin infantry and it's really not going to affect the actual strength of my army too drastically, but it does have this, has this effect on the other players. They think you're a lot weaker than you actually are because you've lost 500 men, you know. So that's why I've taken the goblins here today. But I mean, I do like Misty anyway. So I've got my gobble archers here. I've packed on the armor for just about everybody. So it's still, I think it basically brings them up to about a 6 armor value, which for such a large unit size, 6 armor is quite decent, really. So I've got my gobble archers, got my 2 gobble crossbows, of course. That's not these guys. Got my Moria spear guard. You can see I'm keeping these guys back for now because they're my actual killers. I've got the drummer boys there bashing away. Gobble infantry to the left. Gobble war engine today, and my heaps and heaps of goblin infantry. Again with that heavy armor upgrade. That's 2 levels of armor upgrade to give them. I mean, yeah, like keeps them in the fight a bit longer, pretty much. I mean, we've got one of the hobbits are on the field today, so we can definitely slice and dice some hobbits down. Some warg skirms and warg riders. Double warg skirm, single warg rider. Again, that's more cavalry than I'd normally bring, but in a free-for-all, generally cavalry is a damn good idea. Got my snow trolls here and double cave troll as well. So yeah, double cave troll is a bit crazy, but well, I mean, you know, it makes sense really. It's one of my main damage dealers, I guess. One of my adversaries today is Rohan, and then not hobbits. Who were they then? I thought they were hobbits, but obviously not. Who's black? It's not Umbar, surely. Numenor? Could be Numenor, I think. Anyway, sorry about this sneeze, one sec. Wasn't a sneeze, it was a sniff, but yeah. So hopefully the sort of image quality, the video quality, has been improving a little bit throughout the past little while. I did some tests recently though, and I think one of the problems isn't actually OBS. I've been blaming OBS for a long time now for what's causing this like pixelization and sort of this grainy effect as I'm moving the camera around. But I actually don't think it's OBS. I think it's when my videos are actually like being sort of compressed down after I've edited them. Because I always look at the videos after I've recorded them like, oh yeah, no, that's perfect. And then when I actually, you know, do the editing and finish that up, so I might have to just change up my. I'm gonna do some tests because I do like the program I use, but if I can't, if it's not getting fixed, then yeah, I've got to change it up. Got the dwarven catapult here for Rohan. I do like that they've got that dwarven catapult. It kind of just sets them apart from a lot of the other sort of western kingdoms, really, that they've got that. And it allows them to bring some dwarves to the field, which is quite a cool shout. They've got these little hammers. I wonder if they're actually AP in melee. But yeah, let's say it just provides them a little bit of a different flair. And of course, that's I think they've got that dwarven catapult to just kind of be the you know, the dwarves of the glittering caves that you know, Gimli ends up founding. No, so black is Rhovanion there, so he's got his Rhovican archers. He does have a ballista today, so all 3 of us have brought artillery. He's got his Rhovican hoplons, some tribals, berserkers, the nobles, and those saber-tooth riders. That's where we got the general today. I really like that when you've got this, you know, the nice armored up winged general of Rhovanion, along with all these tribals, and I like to imagine how they've sort of set the general up on that saber-tooth tiger. It's like, okay, no, don't worry, sir, you'll be fine. And then we've got the Rhovanion chariots as well, not the Rhovican. So as you normally get with a free-for-all, everybody's kind of just staring each other down, apart from me. I've deployed up in the center here now. On a free-for-all, I will tend to... I don't really like to deploy in, you know, very powerful starting positions, but I'm right in the center of the map. So I kind of felt like, look, yeah, no, I'm going to claim this King of the Hill situation here. And I'm shunting my boys out. Goblin infantry is always a bit scary to not have any spears up front, but I'm kind of just protecting my guys with spears behind them, but mainly with ranged fire. Got my archers, gonna have my crossbows moved up so that if he does want to come forward with a charge like this, hopefully I'll shoot them. But I guess I wasn't quite ready for the speed that this is coming at me. Well, the thing is, he doesn't see these goblin infantry. Ah, he did get a charge from them though. You don't need to see it to charge it seems. Damn, that was painful. Down 150, and we are inflicting a lot of casualties on them as they're running away with their archers, but you can see I just was not ready for that. That really was a bit faster than I was prepared for. Didn't have my crossbows set up, didn't have anything sort of really ready to go. So I've bitten him back, but I mean that's about, oh god, it's well over 50. 60, 70, about 80 goblins just smashed down there. No, it's just goblins at the end of the day, but you can't just, you know, you can't say, oh, it's just goblins about 5 times, by the, you know, so you're going to end up getting wiped out. So I'm sending my Moria Spear Guard out front now, so I don't really want that to happen again. Especially not when I've got Rohan on my other's flank. So yeah, more than happy to sort of do a little 2v1 situation here for a minute. You know, if I end up getting a little bit bloodied and bruised, it just means that I can set things out for a while they clash. Got my Warg Skirms there. I think I maybe thought they were Warg Riders. I'm not sure why they got so close there to those Suns, but I need to get them the hell out of there before they end up breaking, because they've definitely not used up all of their ammo. Sending in the Warg Riders now. All of this Rohirrim Cav is going to be far too powerful for my poor little Warg Riders. They'll... with Warg Riders, you'll always get like a cost-effective exchange, I feel, but we will get gutted here by these guys if they really want us. Oh, we killed a few Suns, goodness me, well done, Riders. But yeah, no, that's us pulling back now. But you see just how close they're getting to my boys, so I'm going to be shooting at them, I'm sure. Yeah, my Gobo Archers just opening up, and my you can see here, didn't light those barrels on fire from my war engine. Should be doing that shortly. Don't want, you know, just throwing a big empty barrel. Well, I'm sure it's full of stones or something like that. But we really do need it to explode. You can see here, engaging on the other side, trying to get some javelins into those chariots. Because I've got quite a light army, yeah, those chariots are going to be able to run through me without any issue. So I really do want to see them rinsed. Javelins are quite a nice way to do that. Of course, also crossbows if I can get them. Oh, that's a slinger chariot. That's kind of interesting. I wonder how much damage those rocks do, because normally if something's being shot from a chariot, it's going to be a bit more damaging than your standard one. Sort of the best getting plopped up on that chariot. Is here my Spear Guard received a nasty charge, but unlike the infantry, they are able to push that back. And again, with all of the firepower that was coming to assist, I'm quite surprised these riders got away. You saw them jump into the back of that cav. I thought they were going to run around and get grabbed by some more infantry. Eastmark Spears. I really don't want to lose many of these Spear Guard. I'd much rather if it was my general infantry taking that beating. I should really have moved... Okay, they're moving in there now. I should have done that far, far earlier. Because although the Spear Guard, they've got that same armor value... Ooh, we're burning something. Burning into the Ballista, getting a little bounce into the Hoplons. Oh, wow, that was quite good. That was quite good indeed. But yeah, again, just trying to like pick at both sides. Really just piss everybody off, right? That's my plan. As I say, it's in this early stage. I'm not so much trying to play mind games here, but it's just a case of engage everybody so that everybody thinks, wow, okay, yeah, Windy Pops has really been slugging it out. Let's, you know, he can't have much left. Let's just let him rest for a little while. And then hopefully I've still got enough left over at the end to finish off what's left from them. Another burning shot there. Just, yeah, generally that hit over here, and then we got a little bounce to here. Didn't really do it enough, unfortunately. That ballista is opening up on us. What's he going for with that? Looks like it sort of is like hoplons that they man their ballista with. It's always quite interesting to see. We are getting a little bit of a mixed bit of damage, though. Of course, Rohan realizing, ooh, I'd much rather sort of kill some of these Rhovanion men, if rather than sort of just wasted on the goblins, perhaps. Getting some javelins in there, maybe. Well, yeah, no, I definitely shouldn't have gone for a little charge there, of course. But getting grabbed by some tribal cav, not a great spot. The red shield's coming in, and then a backstab from the Rhovanion lancers. I think these poor warg skirms are gonna be finished with everything that's coming in around them. Oh. Rhovanion Lancers, of course, they don't have any anti-cavalry ability, and Warg Skirms don't have anti-cav, but I believe they still scare horses. I think even the Warg Skirms, they do have that sort of camel advantage of scaring horses. So that's kept us alive, but they've held us in place long enough for these hoplons to arrive. So I really should be getting these guys out of there, but I think I'm probably just focused on over here. Gobo infantry just holding the line very, very well. As they will with that numbers, you know. As long as they vastly outnumber the enemy, they'll be fine. Cave Troll drummers trying to get up there. Again, wanting to make sure that everybody stays as long as they can. Infantry here hiding again. Gobo archers just kind of opening up. And yep, so I don't really like that, you know, because we've got a proper infantry clash on the right there. Rovanion's not done that. We've been bullying them with artillery. We've dealt with their cav a little bit, but their infantry, all these tribals, all of these Rhovakin forces, they've barely been touched, so we need to start whittling them down. So I have started to front up on them, see if I can force them to maybe make a move toward me. But you see, I really like this from the three of us. It's not just nobody's sitting out and doing nothing. Everybody's taking lumps right now. You can see here the cave trolls running on down that slope. Oh, getting paused. I thought that was going to be a glorious charge. To be honest, the Westmark Spears are going to have quite a good time fighting them. Riddermark Axemen are there. Of course, cave trolls are not well armoured. You know, they're quite different than the other trolls. They are just, there's far, far more of them. There's 40 cave trolls in that one unit. But they are going to die a lot quicker. Of course, a lot of them you've seen just using trees or just using big old, well, yeah, just huge mallets, really. Huge rock mallets. But yeah, they will do a tremendous amount of damage very quickly. But unlike, you see one of them's already gone down. Unlike, you know, your more stubborn units of trolls, you're kind of wanting to push them in, pull them out, push them in, pull them out. Cave trolls are much more sort of fire and forget. You kind of just yeet them in and then just let them do their business. You can see here we have we damaged those chariots a lot, damaged the tribal cav a good bit as well, but those saber-tooth riders are still relatively untouched. That's where he's got his general, so he's been trying to keep them safe. Still, that constant fire, that's a good hit into those hoplons. That not Rohirrim, that's a dwarven catapult, so it's far more accurate than mine. My sort of gobble war engine there. Engaging them here, you can see these guys have really overextended. I don't know why Windy Pops has sent them up to do that, because that's just resulted in them breaking with over 200 guys. Not even a drummer to keep them in line. Yeah, bit of a misstep there. I think what I was trying to do, I don't even know what I was trying to do, but they've been grabbed either way. You can see here trying to sort of push up, but the surviving cavalry that is left, I think I just totally forgot about these Rhovanion nobles. But I got very lucky there. He didn't manage to pull that charge off. So I was able to sort of turn around, slice and dice some nobles down with my blackbacks. Because again, I'm wanting to... I know I'm not going to have victory here with the infantry that I'm charging forward, but it's not really about that. I'm kind of just... I'm trying to force Yancey to come with a counter-strike against me now. I'm hoping, you know, he defeats this and he thinks, right, okay, I'm gonna charge in now. And because you can see from the balance of power, you know, I'm definitely falling behind. And yet the announcer letting me know that I've only got half my boys left is a bit of a scary situation. Those cave trolls getting absolutely blitzed now by everything around them. They're trying their very best, but only 10 of them left. I do have my snow trolls. They're going to be a bit more stubborn, definitely a bit more solid. Again, not really something that can go toe-to-toe with the really... Ooh, don't know what we were shooting at there, goblins. But we didn't hit it. You can see here, though, gobble crossbows. My crossbowmen I've actually been quite conservative with. I've not been opening up willy-nilly with them. But now we are starting to fire away with that. And still goblin archer fire. Just pouring shots into this area. You can see everything I had there was gone. So we just sort of did, start emptying into them. Rohan does have some armor values, pretty decent, but nothing nowhere near the likes of like Gondor or a lot of other Western kingdoms. So you can sort of pour shots into them quite effectively. And unlike Rudauer really has quite high shield values. You can see that from their models. They all really, because they've got that low armor, they really pack on the shields. Rohan's got some pretty decent shields, especially their spearmen, but all. It's not quite the same. You can see here, I have lost both of my mangonels there. I was happy that I was able to sort of tease out most of the enemy artillery fire on them. I think I got the bulk of the ammunition used. Actually, saying that, no, fantastic. I still have one left. Because they used to only have 2, I think, mangonels in the war engine, but no, now I think they have 3. So thank goodness for that. He is still active. He is still yeeting those barrels out. You can see, so this is a Moira Costa as well from Rohan. Which again, lots of names I've not seen for a very long time or not seen at all. So it's always awesome to see these guys popping up. And now, so you can see I'm not active any. Oh no, I've still got a few troops fighting over here. These Spear Guard should fight quite well. And the Cave Trolls, my second unit of Cave Trolls is engaging as well, trying their very best, as they do. But just trying to push through, I think maybe get into the skirms or something like that. That might have been what I was trying to achieve. But either way, that will be an unsuccessful attack. Not too worried about friendly fire, it seems. I'm more than happy to sort of send some shots down if I can burn some hoplons. A few goblins getting burned up, but that's the price we pay. And don't have much infantry left, but what I was really just hoping on here was I still have my 2 units of crossbows, still got a decent bit of ammunition from my archers. Do I? Do you guys know? Yeah, still got some ammunition for them. Got my Kingsguard. Worst is, I'm wanting them to attack me on this hilltop. Really, that's my dream. Rohan, you can see we've really torn quite a lot of lumps out of each other, me and Rohan, but he's definitely a good bit healthier than me. His Dwarven Catapult is out of ammunition, but that's still 78 of these dwarves that we've got to deal with. The Westmark Marshals are untouched, the Helm's Hammers and the Helmingus. Helmingus luckily out of ammunition, but quite decent in melee, those Helmingus. One noble there running off the field. Yeah, try and get out of there, tell the stories of the rest of your unit, I suppose. So now we are going to be having the proper Rohan versus Rovirum clash. Rovirum, of course, Rhovanion, kind of being, I guess, in some ways the distant, forefathers, distant ancestors of the Rohirrim people, or at least part of those ancestors. And this is fantastic because everybody here is an enemy as they're clashing, so I'm more than happy to whatever hit I get. Maybe I should have held fire because I'm definitely at the stage right now in the battle where I want to be ignored. Definitely want to just sit out for 3,000-4,000 frames. Let's just let them let's just let these two factions blitz each other apart. Goodness sake, Rohan really coming in, just getting quite a dense blob there. You can see the push of the Helm's Hammers. They just quite comfortably push their way through their allied units to get forward, and that's caused a break of that first line. If you're wanting to hold back this bloody Rohan sledgehammer, you're going to need a good concentration. That looked quite okay. No, that was fine. And taking out this phalanx is going to be really useful for Rohan, because a phalanx is something that Rohan can't. They don't have a phalanx unit, and there's no shield maidens or anything like that, and he's already used his javelins, so dealing with this phalanx, even if it is, it's 2 units, they might be pretty badly damaged already. Aha! We still have the berserkers. who aren't... They're not attacking the phalanx, it seems. They must have been going for the Hoplons or something. They must have been chasing them. The Hoplons decided just to not deal with them. But oh well, hey, we're in amongst the phalanx now, so why not? Let's try and deal with that. Ballista crew coming forward. So I've got the only artillery left on the field now. Again, the goblins cannot seem to shoot. If that was just a little bit further forward, that would have been devastating to the Rohirrim lines. Right now, though, it's unclear to me exactly who was going to come out on top. It looks like Rohan is vastly outnumbering them right now, but there's these slingers, berserkers, skirmishers, levy. You can see, yeah, because we were fighting like way over here. You can see, yeah, I missed all of this, but I was chasing down those skirmishers. I guess I really wanted to kill them with my spear guard and so on. This might have even been where the berserkers ran off to, but you can see he does have a good bit in reserve. This is coming forward now. I guess he just wanted to, perhaps thought I was going to come around with something, but yeah. Either way, to defeat this Rohirrim force, he needs to start concentrating. This phalanx is going to need support. The berserkers are having a good time over on this side. You can see I'm pouring shots in, and I've decided, no, let's get involved now. I don't want this saber-tooth rider force to just run riot. My Gobo war engine there, reminding me of the recent fight I had playing as Rhovanion. I was just sort of chowing into the war engine crew over and over again with my saber-tooth riders. But yeah, got my snow trolls running up. I think snow trolls used to be like the fastest troll unit. I don't know if that's still the case, because that seemed very slow, that charge. Maybe they've sort of just been brought in line with everything else. But I do like those snow trolls. Quite fearsome, quite spooky boys. Of course, that sort of blue tinge, that icy tinge to them is really quite interesting. And if they've had a bit of trouble with my cave trolls, then the snow trolls are going to really top that off for certain. You can see archers coming in, out of ammunition archers. But again, this is not really going to do damage, but it's just going to grind the enemy down. Warg skirms as well. I can start trying to get some cycle charges in there. And I really tried to come in and sort of intercept the reinforcing troops of Rhovanion. Well, yeah, because I've attacked both sides, I guess. Yeah, so I've spread my attacks across, just sort of engaging the back lines of Rohan. My poor snow trolls, yeah, you're seeing some of them going down actually already. I guess that's just the berserkers are there. Yeah, that's a bit scary then. Of course, the berserkers with that AP is not going to really worry. You know, like the snow trolls were not really a heavily armored unit, but certainly just a lot of damage. And those Westmark infantry are sort of no joke. Maybe I should have picked another target for my snow trolls, but either way, we're hammering in. And with my cave troll drummers there, just keep beating those drums. Just keep the goblins in the fight as long as we can. We're seeing those stones coming flying down, so there still is a lot of ranged power, and I think that's what I was trying to engage. I was wanting to, although Rhovanion may be outnumbered and definitely sort of outskilled by the Rohan infantry that's still on the field, all of that ranged power is going to be such a tough thing for them to deal with, Rohan. So I wanted to tie that up, I guess. Again, you know, it seems like whenever I just get back from a ship, I just start getting really ill. So it's a bit of a nuisance, but should hopefully clear up soon. Westmark infantry now clashing. Dealing with that, that's a beefy unit of Westmark infantry. Still that dwarven catapult crew, still 70 dwarves on the field. Not going to be easy. Cave troll drummers, not really got anything to keep in line now. Of course, the snow trolls are locked morale, so just charging the drummers in. Really nowhere near as much damage as most troll units, but there's still trolls at the end of the day. There's still a big model there just to come in and start hammering around. You see they are dying quite quick. I don't think cave troll drummers are locked morale, are they? They didn't used to be. I don't know if they have that now or not. You see fire arrows here from the Helmingus hitting my goblins. Oh dear. Definitely not fun for the poor Gobo boys. Luckily the cave troll drummers are still there, so that's going to keep them in line. Maybe sort of undo the damage of that fire arrow. My crossbows though, All in all, though, I'm just kind of putting my faith in the crossbowmen. That's those crossbowmen have won me a lot in the past. Do I have anything left in reserve? I do not. Everything is involved. I think I've actually only got 1 unit of crossbows. I thought I took 2, but no, it seems not. So yeah, my crossbow's there. Just gonna try and hit whatever I can. Slingers there throwing their stones. My crossbows, yeah, so we're really just raking across the Rohirrim lines right now, it looks like. But those saber-tooth riders, still 7 of them. I think I switch my targeting over to them shortly, because I really do want to bring them down. I can sort of kite away from some of the infantry, maybe. Yeah, you can see he's coming in for a charge there up against my crossbowman. It was 145 before contact. Brought down to 128, and that's just from the 7 saber-tooth riders. So if he does that a few more times, I'm finished with these boys. So I really need to target that. Don't quite know why I've decided to spread them out like that instead, because that's another hit. 123 down to 100. Ooh, down to 97. Yeah. So again, no damage being dealt to the saber-tooth riders. I've had to bring out my snow trolls because this is just a late game absolute powerhouse. Those tigers. Quick little charge into Rohan, and you know, my balance power is still about the same point, but the two of them have just sort of been quite equally tearing lumps out of each other. Looks like Rohan is gonna be sort of coming out on top. You'd think. I mean, that's still a beefy Helmingus, or at least it was. Yeah, no, that was down to blooming 59. Jeez, oh. But those saber-tooth riders are the menace. Bringing down that general, I think that was me. I think those are my crossbow bolts coming into him, because yeah, I see the danger that's causing. I've got my Kingsguard. Oh dear, slingers coming forward. Got my Kingsguard, who, oh dear me, should beat the marshals, but god, those marshals are gonna hurt me. Yes, my gobbles are bodyguard. They're 2 hit points, but up against a really high tier human infantry unit, you're gonna suffer some damage, especially when it's AP like that. It's definitely gonna hurt. Looks like I'm pulling myself out. I think, did we decide, or did I just decide that Rhovanion is more of a threat here? Huh. Interesting. Or maybe I wanted to pull my forces together just to protect the crossbows. That could have been it. I think I wanted to sort of get together, because all I've got left are these 3 units now. So I need to really try and maximize what I can do with that. I think I shot the general. I think he was going to die anyway because he was surrounded by the foes, but I saw some crossbow volleys come into him. My Kingsguard getting backstabbed now by the marshals that they ran away from. Trolls there just breaking down some routing forces, but no, it just looks like we're wanting to come around, sort of backstab some troops here. I think Rohan's definitely got more right now. Got that dwarven catapult. 1 rider. If I can shoot him down, I really need to, because I mean, he's only tired. He can still definitely get some good charges off. Oh, you saw a bolt coming at him. 78. Okay. Oh. That wasn't too bad. But we really need this guy brought down. You see, I just left myself on guard mode. I wasn't targeting him. I thought I was going to get just an absolute brutal backstab on him. Helmingus moving up. They got their bows out. They do? Goodness me, okay. That's something. Some snow trolls remaining. Heading into that catapult crew. 14 Goblin King bodyguard. The Goblin King bodyguards seem content right now, but I don't see them winning here. Unless my snow trolls are going to be still very, very powerful. Marshals. Do we see that? I think I might have turned around and killed off that last tiger. Unless, is he over here? No. I think I turned around and killed that last tiger. Just because, god, tigers are scary. So I think Rhovanion is gone, and it is now just myself and Rohan. 11 of my bodyguard remaining. as he's sort of slicing and dicing through. Getting quite near the end here. But Gobble crossbows moving up. And then Rohan admitted defeat. Now, question, I suppose. Could I have lost? Could I have lost? So there was a... I still had my 3 snow trolls, but they were very badly damaged. And I think had the dwarves turned around and started hitting my snow trolls, fully focusing on them, I think those last few snow trolls would have gone down. And I think the Westmark infantry wouldn't have been able to defeat the bodyguard on their own, but they would have definitely been able to hold the line long enough for the goblins to finish my trolls. And then together, I think they could have finished my bodyguard. And after that, it would have just been a case of, how much ammo do I have? Now, I think I still had a decent bit of ammo, but that's not too many guys. If they reached me, I would have been gone. So yeah, it's hard to say. Look at the amount of prisoners. It's all my poor goblins. All my poor goblins just getting snatched up. Berserkers got a lot of kills there. We didn't watch them very well, unfortunately, but yeah, no, they were killing. Goblin King Bodyguard did very well. I mean, I take them to protect my general and kind of throw them in where the fighting is at its worst, because they are still quite a good quality sword and board. You know, you just can't. They're not going to work miracles. The trolls there, you can see. I mean, cave trolls do rack up kills. They certainly do. Gobo infantry, some of them only getting 8. That was these guys were the ones that got broken by Rhovanion. These guys, I have no idea what the hell happened to them. Yeah, you can see all of them take 200 of them were taken prisoner. Goodness sake, poor boys. Spear guard there. Normally your spear guard are going to do really, really quite well. I definitely mishandled them a bit here. But hey, they did their best. Warg Riders, dearie me. Skirms did quite nicely. But you see, yeah, the 1 unit of crossbows there really pushing up the kills. So they must have not had much ammo left. Alright, interesting. And the Goblin War Engine, absolutely, yeah, you were maybe seeing it there. I wasn't getting that many good hits in. Yeah, just, but it's a fun weapon to use. I really do like it. I'm not very good with artillery, you know, that's kind of something, it's a bit of a struggle. But anyway, cool. Thank you guys very much. Yeah, see you later.